Hello everyone, Avaira is here. Let's continue the Outer Worlds. So, we're still in this amazing matriarch's tomb, but in some other secret passage. Wait, what? What's going on? I'm triggering something? Spider and senses, tingling. How that's supposed to work? Yeah, that's why we entered, no? Yeah, what am I triggered on? I'm actually not entirely sure that we entered from this way.
Hostiles near.
Disconcerting.
We did not. Okay, yeah, we just transitioned here. Okay, that's why I was concerned. I thought it's just I'm triggering on the same entrance that we used, but no, that's something else. Nelson has something to speak.
Careful. Might be lying in wait.
Okay, what I was saying. So yeah. We finished Niall's quest, now we're going for Tristan quest. With investigation. We pretty much just need to go through this place. Actually, we went through the place. Yes, and now we're on the location. We discovered a lead on the secret terminal Oculus Connecting Post. Travel to operator to follow the next leg of Tristan investigation. And the information we found at Oculus Connecting Post, yeah, that's pretty much the same. Perhaps I find a clue there. What else want to talk
Don't
about?
even know where to start with everything that happened in there. Reckon the information about the matriarch and the skip drive will stir up some fervor, but Zeb was right. The people deserve to know the truth. Well, most of it. I'm glad we were able to leave the Earth Director's name off the record.
Yeah, thanks to my speech skills. Me too. People need something to believe in.
Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate. And I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through.
Maybe, but we're so far. What can we even do here? So options. Well, fighting corruption in all its forms is what a good agent does.
Right. Even if the form it takes is that of the agency itself. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
Well, yeah, he's an agent after all. He also should work. Not just I should do everything or something. Oh. Okay, romance and options. Please no. I'm not sure about any romances. Okay, anytime else. I will be here for you.
Likewise, Commander.
Okay. You knocked something. I could possibly knock how that works. Last Defender. Additional perks. After using his companion's ability, Niall's Reflect Amplifier is overcharged, negating 100% of incoming attacks for a short duration. Okay, so he actually should tank even better. Instead of dying somewhat fast. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, I guess I was triggered on this actually invisible wall, kinda. But I just opened from the side. Okay, the question is how we should proceed, because seems like everybody will be hostile.
Huh? Better take a
Are you
gander.
hostile? Jeez. Okay. I wish there would be a prank like in Fallout 4, where you just aim at the person and command it to raise a hand. That worked quite good. I don't like that perk. There are a lot of data pens, but I cannot read any of them. They're just all inactive. A shame, really. And the flying flower, because of course. Okay, not sure where we should search for anything, but this looks like some kind of office or an archive. Annotated map of Arcadia's first colonies. One of the locations on this map bears a bright red X mark. A small note is pinned beside it. Suspected site of initial signing of Articles of Confederation, early into Arcadia's founding. Name successfully stricken from records. No copies of surviving initial articles, but extremely sporadic rumors persist that they were shockingly lenient in regards to punishing citizens, infraction, and allowed subjects frightful amounts of autonomy. Though society has proven that citizens require strict rules to thrive, rumors of any other guidance must not be allowed to persist. Continue to identify sources of information and access most thoroughly. Well, apparently, yeah. Try to show the people that there is only one way to live, with dictatorship. It's absolutely full strict dictatorship. I'm not sure we can do much about that. There's a couple agents. Need like full force here. Enforce any changes. Well, maybe we can change the government. That's something that few agents can do in theory.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Huh?
Yeah. Why is it exploding?
Diplomacy. Malefactor ahead.
This guy's run with rocket launchers. Not the safest weapon in such place. Oh wait, what? That one shot at me. Not this guy for sure. Oh. Have a rocket launcher. Person right behind us. That's not good. Couldn't even hear that somebody's coming. Another one. So much running.
Shifting to a less exposed spot.
Okay. Put them in the room.
Briskly moving to cover.
Under his constant.
Okay. Signature move.
Seems the Council is not devoted to the idea of training future arbiters. I wish I could say I was surprised.
Okay. No proper stealth. I mean, it's proper stealth. No witnesses after all.
That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be the place of work of his superior. Ex-superior, at least. Sentinel correspondence. Senior Sentinel Imp. I reckon recently finished my review of the security mechanism present on the flagship of the Sovereign, and I must say our security coordinators have outdone themselves. Defenses ring every corridor, hourly redundant hallway patrols, And at the crux of it all, no one can access any deck of the ship without providing deck-specific credentials. This means that, for example, an officer on deck 2 would be unable to access deck 4 without aid. No assailant or group of assailants could run roughshod over the ship, no matter how coordinated. I hasten to call the ship near impregnable. Perhaps we might even implement some of these security measures to central control as well. No, exactly at central control, no? No, it's gonna move beam to central control, I think. Well, maybe there are multiple central controls, that's hard to say. But the stations we've been was kind of central control one. But abandoned one. Maybe the currently functioning one. Reductus to protect. I would be so sure. So much propaganda everywhere here. I can hear somebody walking up front somewhere. Well, nothing I can do about that for now. The question is, which way? I guess it's reasonable to clear floor by floor. And this guy, despite the shooting, just, well...
Got eyes on some no good.
I mean, technically we don't need to kill him. That zombie. Oh, he's not standing in our way. We don't need to kill him. Yeah, that seems like a main entrance. Actually, if we can avoid some bloodshed, we better do, I guess. The sailors just don't know how tricked they are. So no reason to kill anyone who is not necessary to kill. I guess this is a lift. Do it this way. Interesting. Whatever that place is.
The old quarters are... they have all been removed. I hardly recognize this place.
Looking a bit dewy there, Arbiter Rao.
I'm fine. Some errant dust merely found its way into my eye.
I guess his old place of sorts. It still doesn't make sense that this place is abandoned. Why not to use it as well? Oh yeah, okay, that's just additional connection to the corridor. I guess if it's abandoned, nobody should be here. At the same time, it's possible to find something useful. Maybe some information also. Yeah, it's a quite big place. Strange to have it abandoned. Probably can be used. This and... Damn, rockets are so expensive. More shotgun rounds. And more assault rifle rounds. That's clearly a hunch, but locked one. No information or anything. I'm just accumulating so ridiculous amount of charges. Maybe a good reason eventually to replace helmet. But this helmet, instead of creatures, it gives an additional weapon slot, which is surely a good thing. Maybe can eventually find something better. Oh, doesn't just try to crit damage a little bit higher. Maybe some sort of special helmet equip. Because this hacking of ultimates, I probably have already enough medicine until the end of the game.
Stand ready. Our foes are close.
Yeah, hard to say where is what. That's maybe additional way, alternative way. Because it's probably possible from the main entrance to go through this corridor. Let's just move to the right floor to not exterminate everyone. Already killed a lot of people.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in.
You better do.
The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
Yeah, maybe we'll. Holographic heavy revolver. Yeah, it's just a revolver. Nothing special. Though kind of curious about that scope. Looks weird. Well, it kinda does work. Without crosshair in the middle. That's such a weird thing. It's funny that when I'm carrying one of them, I actually can, well, see different stats and damage. What about medicine? I'm not really happy with my medicine because I can use it only once in a fight. But that I think because I took some flow without fully understanding how the mechanics will work in the future. I think it boosts the effect of them, but I can use only pretty much one of them in a fight. Because it feels toxicity funny. So how much toxicity do I have? Total toxicity on use? No, that's on use 93. Yeah, that's what is equipped. How to see my limits of toxicity, huh? Well, I guess 94 eventually. Which logically means that I shouldn't go fully to it. I should be able to use it twice. Can I find something that is a bit weaker? 75. It's 78 instantly. Oh, the plus of my current one that recovered fully. It's 555 instantly, increased up to 2 times the amount the closer you are to death, which means up to 100%. This is, I think, standard one. Stands uranium poison. Over duration. Usually I need it instant use. At the same time, not the worst option. Maybe something to try. Can I test it outside of the fight? in this huge archive? I mean, apparently majority of things were removed. But still. It looks like a turret connected. So I better not fail whatever I'm doing. Oh, he asked me to do something, but... can't reach the terminal?
I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. We simply must live to see it through.
That doesn't help. Huge outer globe. Another of the ascendant globe. Like a stone from the water settlement. I noticed that the press switched. Half hidden in space. Pressed? Okay, what's pressed then? Something rumbles in the floor nearby. It would appear this has unlocked something.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked.
Wires and mechanical downdents coming beneath the device surface. Let's leave it to Tristan.
I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine.
Yeah, that's our previous one. Bunch of dead people. Oh, this big thing. It's not even the robot. It's some unusual machine. But huge one. Okay, interesting how far I can see it. Yeah, there's a couple turns. Greetings, Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andres. Yeah, let's hit terminal. Send recording.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
That isn't clear. Messages from Senior Arbiter Ashton, casualty report. Supreme Arbiter, it is my regret to inform you that over the course of the last week, lost another 2 cadres worth of arbiters in the fighting cloister. Their unit was ambushed by a large number of older troops en route to resupply those holding the archive. And though they eliminated 10 for each of their own field, they were eventually overwhelmed by other firepower. We shall doubtless still prevail on Cloister. I shall see to that until my dying breath. Though we have lost many more than expected, the Sovereign shall deliver us from this icy wasteland and crush our enemies forthwith. Glory to the protected Senior Arbiter Ashton. From Arbiter Tristan Rao. Subject, gap in my armor. I met with another arbiter today, after the conclusion of your wake. I didn't glean her name. I cannot say whether she volunteered in. She was one of an extensive line of well-wishers, of condolences, of those seeking comfort, to give and to take. As the 2 of us confirmed, she spoke of a handful of junior arbiters she has been mentoring, and asked if I had any advice. I told her, see which of your recruits has the best knack for maintaining their weapons. Excellence in the most basic of tasks begets excellence in all else. She thanked me for my insight, but I realized shortly thereafter that it was not my insight. It was yours. All I know and am, I learned from you. You and Virgil presented a stable base from which I could be the best I could be. With you gone and Virgil distant, It is for the first time in my life difficult to see what the future might bring. May the architect grant us both peace. He was lost at some point.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot.
Well, I'm sorry. That must have been hard to see.
Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first, until I discerned her true intentions. My mentor hated the consul and was deeply devoted to the sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the consul into a trap.
There's a simpler explanation here, Tristan. You're just refusing to see it.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense.
Well, she would work for consul, no reason to eliminate her. So it is possible, actually, that she did something. But yeah, it's possible that she was killed before. But no, doesn't mean. Well, hard to say, really. Can be anything. Tristan?
Don't Tristan me! Just because the situation looks dire doesn't mean... Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
Didn't realize the consul had arbiters in his pocket too.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... What am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
Yeah, she's just a
They're
junior
far from
arbiter.
baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort.
You seem a little green to be dragging down wayward arbiters.
How dare you? I may be a junior arbiter, but I'm not going to let someone that is a high-ranking arbiter get away with desertion. I heard that Arbiter Rao had left his post without leave some time ago, and chose to track him down myself. Following the trail has not been a simple matter, but I did not let that deter me.
That determination might kill her. You seem pretty resourceful. Wouldn't your effort be better used elsewhere?
The fact that I could say the same to Arbiter Rao is why I am here. An arbiter, as senior as himself, traipsing off to do architect knows what, hampers the war effort 10 times as much as my presence here.
You seem like a thinker in theory. Could get her help instead of killing her right away. Let's talk about all this. Nobody needs to get hurt.
There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see
They're
firsthand that
not
Arbiter
criminals.
Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken.
Can you at least calm down, damn it? Tristan, can't you see she's just following her duty like you are?
That question would have been easier prior to our traveling together. I've spared others at your behest, after all. I shall speak plainly. I would rather spare her, as her devotion to justice seems to match my own.
Exactly.
But duty dictates I answer her accusations earnestly. As I have not done wrong, her accusations are slander, and therefore must be punished.
The arbiters. A young arbiter devoted to her duties, set in her ways. Doesn't she remind you of you?
Hardly. She could not remind me of myself, for were I in her place, I would know better than to accost my superiors.
Well, all I know is that most justice-loving people don't murder junior officers.
I have been taught to uphold justice by any means necessary. The junior arbiter is wrongfully accusing me, which stands in the way of my upholding justice. Her accusations are grave enough to be answered with violence. But I understand why she is making them. And her perspective, though skewed, should not merit death. I don't like thinking thus. It toes the line of traitorism. But the alternative is the judgment of one I believe to be innocent. Such an action cannot transpire.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses, but obviously to no avail. I
What
may
about
not wish to
you?
judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
Can I show her a video or something? Sometimes your punishment don't fit the crime. Tell her about the Canadian Post.
The ex-Protectorate subject there had been mentally refreshed. Killing him would have accomplished nothing, despite his crimes, as he was merely a pawn to someone else.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
Exactly. Huh? Exactly. Arbiters are under any jurisdiction, but they own. No one put you up to this.
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim, deserted. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you are guilty of.
But that's
Okay, we're finally getting
impossible.
somewhere.
I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
It's so brainwashed, damn it. Tristan finally losing it. Well, if your orders are self-contradictory, it stands to reason you should question them.
That doesn't make any sense. We can't simply question what we're told. That's treason.
No, that's
But
thinking.
I do not deny that following such orders might be equally treasonous. The utter insanity of this makes my brain pan rattle.
That's
Fine.
called thinking.
Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
You better. Well, I'm glad we got that result.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Guess a cane can change its spots. Sometimes.
So,
Sometimes.
what course of action do we take now?
So now she is part of us, okay. Oh, Tristan, any words of wisdom you can impart?
I shall have a better idea of wisdom to impart once I've gotten to the bottom of everything. I fear you're not the only one reeling, Junior Arbiter.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're still confused once everything calms, perhaps you might seek me out. Together, I wonder if things might not seem so strange.
The dilemmas facing us are likely far more than two arbiters can decipher alone, unfortunately. But I suppose I'll keep that in mind. Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter.
Right. Glory to the Protectorate.
That's the most awkward date I ever seen.
I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy.
You're showing a lot more restraint these days than I'd expect. Mihal's right to look up to you.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad.
Wow, yeah, that was quite apparent. So where do we go from here?
All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired.
Okay, so his wisdom is to bring it to a guy who actually know how to think and also know the Protectorate systems. Well, that's actually quite wise. Well, it's hard to say so far, like, she could be on the console side, could be not. He certainly knows her better, and she also taught him to think for himself, which is also not something that a person that fully follows the system would do. So I should trust him at least in this point. Well, then I better go find Virgil.
Agreed. I'm not sure of his whereabouts since last we encountered him. I'll send him a message. With luck, we'll hear from him before long.
It's unlikely we'll get into an ambush. But at least even if we'll get an ambush, we'll get some progress. Okay, what are we supposed to do now? We're in the middle of enemy base. Oh, sort of. Need to leave the place without killing everything. Which is not that easy. Let's see, region. Technically, this is not the worst way, although we can return back to the place and then go normally through the factory. Because we'll go here, we'll need to kill everything that is protected, which is killing a lot of people that just brainwashed. And in theory still can be saved. So we better avoid this. Already killed a lot of them actually. Yeah, this is why. Let's just leave this place. That should be the safest round. I maybe should return to the ship. Actually. Because that probably will trigger a continuation of the quest and I can return them back. If anything. But first things first, we need to leave this place. The exit should be in this way. Alright. Let's get back to the incognito. From that will progress one or two quests at the same time. That was just casually falling through textures.
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. Now that we're out of pulping distance, are you sure about recruiting that arbiter? That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it?
Wow, we just spent some hours with him, you tell me. Well, not exactly the problem. He seems fairly upright to me.
Don't let the luxuriant hair and good looks fool you.
Well, I don't really judge by the appearance.
Sorry, misspoke. I meant good manners. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once.
Well... No, we shouldn't judge Tristan by the actions of his compatriots.
What's that saying? You are the company you keep?
Well, in a way. And now we're the company he keeps, so maybe he'll have a change of heart.
That optimism of yours never flags no waves, does it?
Well, we should
Maybe
hope.
you're right to give him a chance. But I'll be keeping my lamps on him, just in case things go the other way. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind?
Well, I thought that's something on your mind, but if nothing, then we can speak later. Okay, let's see. Oh, technically just need to return. No quest progressing for now, then we can continue with our main mission. Pretty much. I think I found also one of the boxes now. But it all looks the same. The blender, yeah, that one's new, I think. What is this? Damage 65. But rate of fire is 11.8. That's a lot of DPS. What is this? This gun now has to reload and accepts all types of bullet that the player has. Interesting. Caliber's confounded, certain make you sick. The bullet blender you can truly fire and forget. The damage like assault rifle, and the rate of fire is twice higher than assault rifle. So this is a good gun actually, seems like. Probably looks like trash, but something to try at least. This item has been sealed. Yeah, unseal it. That's finally sound like somewhat interesting at least. Hopefully it doesn't look like pure trash. But probably it is. Maybe not. It pretty much looks the same as my current assault rifle. Just with little changes pretty much. What's the difference in vision there? Nah, I can check weapons here. Well, okay. I guess we should go back then. Oh, I guess Tristan can chill on the ship meanwhile. Staying Granny with us. I better not traumatize Tristan through this. So, this is my standard assault rifle. Okay, it's a bit noisy. That's a downside. That's a really weird one. Why is the made weapon so weird? And you never need to reload, which is insane. The problem, yeah, of this gun, I can see it. It counts any ammunition at this one. I mean, it's quite a universal, decent weapon. Can be attached optics. Well, maybe optics will change the angle of you a bit. At the same time, can't really use optics. Let's see. Using shock and rod. Cardio. Wait a second, does that mean that it's doing different... Yeah, doing different types of damage also depends on ammunition. What a mess. You cannot choose which one is active, can you? Yeah. It's maybe choosing the one that the most, then it's not even too bad, but at the same time it's doing specific type of damage which many creatures can be immune to. Yeah, damage type and damage variety varies based on the armor consumed. The automatic compact assault rifle that use all armor types randomly. Yeah, that's a problem. It will just, for example, I have extremely precious discharges for BFG, and it will just consume them. And some ammunition is way more expensive. It's more like if you actually, don't care, you can use this and just buy the cheapest ammunition tons and shoot with it. Or small bullets because they're also cheapest. More normal rounds. Yeah. It's more reasonable to use than my assault rifle instead of this. Okay. Not much reason then. I mean, it can be good. It never needs reload. It can be good anti-boss weapon also. But for now, not. Okay, so we need to get to this place to get rift modulators that will help us to close the rifts. Also have, I need to deliver the egg to this place because I found it. Okay, that can wait. So we can go through the blockade, so we can go through the factory and get to the place to get the item. That's the plan. By the way, everything looks fine out of curiosity. Oh yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so I think we checked everything around, so I probably don't miss anything here. Although it's hard to say. Yeah, because I probably will never return here. Let me check around. So I actually didn't check anything that much. There's some side roads that might all lead to some hidden interesting items. So yeah, for example, this part. I should have never checked on it. There shouldn't be anything special here. At the same time, well, you'll never know until you try. Okay, let's check the other side. Wait, what? The sound. The sound of a hidden object? And it's gone. A ring. Just a junk item. Why was the sound? Triggers? When I came close and I just gone. Okay. Weird, but okay. Didn't notice that I have the sound when I'm just taking bypass chance. Yes, quite a fancy place. Not my favorite gamma of colors, but it's quite fancy. Okay, so pretty much can follow the mountain. Now we get to the place. Already party cleared the direction. Yeah, I guess there will be more of these gorillas. Maybe not. I hear the screams. Didn't see anything here. Not here at least. Yeah, that should be some kind of robot factory or something. What to say? Or drone factory. Yeah? That's some quite alien noises.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Don't make me feel like a Robert H.
Yeah,
Up and at 'em.
yeah, he is not missing his projectile fast as hell.
Adversary.
Wait, what?
Replicator is charged.
What happened?
Batten scan. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
It's so tough.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Yeah, those gorillas are quite supreme species. They're much stronger than anything else.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness, building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Okay. I mean, very good that she can tell me this not being in the squad because I wouldn't even know about this. I mean, chances that I will never carry her with me are quite high. That's fine. She might will participate in some activities at the end of the game or something. But yes, promise, this place is guarded apparently. Well, nothing we can do about it. Only go through. There's a way above the cliff. We'll just pass here. Yeah, a lot of protectorate soldiers. We didn't have any other option really. So eventually I avoided protectorate to go through well protectorate. Or at least here should be more robots than people. Because the other place definitely have just a lot of people. Not even only military people. Maybe disable something. Postcode protection disabled. Return to road. Yeah. Hacking 11. That's maybe to disable the max. Hard to say. Can't do anything. Okay, so this is Ultimate Life Support Laboratory. So very much work. Can't really all be found out. The Sovereign is dead. No matter how many times it is repeated, no matter how I try and process the news, it is an iron spike driven directly through my temple. And while, yes, I'm filled with hope renewed at the ascension of our new Sovereign, Henry, it will be ages before I finish mourning Sovereign Robin. If only we had finished the redacted sooner. We were so very close. So close to finishing something. The new sovereign has offered us a lifeline. Not that I had doubts of our young sovereign Henry, but he has both shown his incredible intellect and given our passion project a new purpose. He envisioned the technology we developed for his father's redacted, automechanical redacted, the new form of redacted for our soldiers. I wait with bated breath to hear more of his plans and to gain direction towards this new noble goal. Well, as far as I remember, he was quite unhappy about his father being, like, to prolong his life, transform into some half robot, cyber something. Now he suddenly proposes this tech for soldiers? That's strange. We shall springboard forward, over the shoulders of giants. The Sovereign's vision for our new uranium-powered armor is advancing exceptionally well. So it's power armor. Its initial development required us to revisit and finish development on the former Sovereign's redacted as proof of concept. But now that said work has been successfully completed, there seems little use for that prosthetical contrivance anymore. After vigorous debate, our intention is to seal the subterranean lab that houses it, and to turn the surface level antechamber leading it into a closet. It is arguably an enormous end for such a noble endeavor, but we can bring ourselves to disassemble the device. There is simply too much history, passion, and loss wrapped within the stainless steel redacted. What is more, maybe another poor soul whose body has been ravaged by time, disease, or life-threatening accident may make use of its amazing capabilities. Certainly, that is a better potential fate than being recycled for parts. So his father corpse or whatever is still here. And they couldn't disassemble it. It should be here. Interesting. Yeah, I need to get to all this information. It might be quite crucial. Show some shitty side of the protectorate to people. Because if this is here, something else can be here as well. Well, I guess the fight time. Shoot them like ducks. Oh! Yeah, we better stay here, I would say.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to wait. On your command.
This camera so usually uses. Okay.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Big robots. Bunch of people with rocket and shock rifle does some.
Possibly a scoundrel.
Combatant scan.
Okay, they went in searching mode. A lot of. Oh, wait a second. Not so. Come on.
Forever vigilant.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Trying to limit further damage, Commander. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Liquored up on artificial breeze. You have my back.
Yeah, now I can use 2 heals in the fight. It's not too bad. Get this rocket.
Through his beneficent guidance.
Seeking cover. Let me know when you need a distraction.
I must reload.
Where's the space by? Damn it.
You court slow, Commander.
Did one of them repair the other one? I'm trying to not die. That's not so easy. Can I aggro the whole factory here? Come on, Niles.
Knew you had my back.
I sure do. Come on, Granny. So we just a bit surrounded here. Okay, this guy.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Need to get closer because shotgun have a lot of penetration over the things.
Compression.
Whoa, that was unexpected. But he was distracted. Perfect. Didn't expect another big mech here. I guess we dealt with everyone who was inside. The mechs protecting mechs that's being built. Okay. Think weird of that stuff. You mean the gas or what? Because they build on uranium. This greenish kind of vapors, whatever, if you mean that. That's pretty much, well, the deadly gas that they're using to power up the robots. Yeah, uranium. Well, that's the attack. Pretty much just like something like nuclear engine, I guess, because it's leaving something like radiation that just evaporate faster. Although it depends. But they have literally plants with full rivers of uranium, so it's kinda would be dumb to not use. The main facets that producing robots exactly on the plants with this uranium, if I understand correctly. But can say that they achieved much in the tech of this tech from old times mostly. Like when they first arrived to the colony, they can establish their order and progress, and after that they never progress again because, well, they switched to full dictatorship and all the resources were shoved into military, pretty much, instead of actually doing something useful. This automech is currently disassembled. Someone was attempting to install a special shock mod onto the unit's primary cannon. Okay. Successful source modification. Also, I really need this modification. Oh, yes. That perk don't recommend to be taken on the first playthrough in the game itself. I took the other one that equalized, like forced me to take only forced me to take skills with equal level. So I cannot take any new skills, but it gives me additional skill per level, which allows me to have eventually more skills. And I think I have one more bonus because of the low level, the thing that I could speak in English, yeah. Get the maximum amount of skills possible. Can take something for 11. Which is which? In this place I already seen that hacking is needed, but at the same time, always best to have speech maxed. Because speech helps a lot to progress properly.
What do you want to wager there's something in there for Val we can use?
Do you think it's in this room? Oh yeah, there is something special here. Valor's advanced mod kit. So they kept specific Valor advanced mod kit here, for whatever reason. Kit of supplies to mod and fully upgrade Valor's blaster and armor. Use the workbench to select which mods to use. Okay, well, now we have it. Yeah, if you explore thoroughly the whole place, you definitely will end up with all of them or almost all of them, because Whatever you do, well, it depends also if you do some things like I'm sometimes just because of the cover, I'm crouching and then shooting just because, well, to use the cover. And only in this moment I'm triggering sometimes the flaws about stealth. So if you're not using sneak stuff, for example, you cannot cripple yourself by these things because they can cripple your normal behavior but improve your stealth behavior. Which kind of forces you to play stealth after that if you have issues. On the other hand, you can still just blast your way through, I would assume. Especially not on the highest difficulty, shouldn't be that hard. Logically. But here I have pretty much all the mods for all the skills for damage. Trying to have all the top-notch equipment and still enemies quite tough. On highest difficulty, I guess don't have that much freedom. The beginning was quite rough. Now it's much better, but still. Oh yeah, this workbench. Party upgrades, yeah. Yeah, I guess gonna some upgrades on them, but actually, yeah, I didn't upgrade anything for a while, seems like. Have some choices, so let's see. Now's revolver, now's armor. I need his armor first in mainly. Now's armor is much improved with Valeria's parents, and Valeria still mostly works. Nels gains immunity to shock side effects, and the effectiveness of his armor is increased. Nels gain immunity to corrosive side effects, and the effectiveness of his armor is increased. Corrosion and shock. Oh, hard to say which one is worst. Also, corrosion is more common among creatures, but shock is more common among other situations. Shock can be used from weapons and from enemies, but yeah, both of them questionable. Oh, it's mostly robots. Robots we can deal with anyway, so I would say this. Reflex amplifier. Now it's reflex amplifier. Now reflects a portion of attack back to the attacker. Also slightly increase the effectiveness of his armor. Now the reflex amplifier now applies over an area, increasing your evasion when standing near him. Also great increase the effectiveness of his armor. Well, because of great effectiveness of his armor, I would say this is better. He just needs to live longer when he's sunken, because that is helpful. His armor changes. I like his previous armor better than this one. It now looks like a weird Robocop. And there's a second plant. Well, that's fine. Second plant I left only recently, huh? Then we just jump in between small plants. So, like it's most of the game first the plants, if I understand correctly. But I have... hard to say. I'm actually curious now how many flaws I have. Let me see. I also didn't take perk. Summary. Yeah, flaws. I have 5 flaws actually. Even without having this. That's fine. I don't remember all that I have, so yeah. The toner, plus 24% access to receive from the medical enhancer, but plus 24% health restored. I would say it was a bad trade. I shouldn't take it, because they're quite effective anyway, and that just lowers my amount of usage of it, especially without medical skill. Plus 1 skill point get per level. Yeah, this is equalizer of skills. Yeah, the spender. Wait a second, I didn't get... So I'm getting to level 30, not on level 20. Ah. So I'm feels so rich without it. Interesting. So yeah. Each level you receive a dividend of those bits with larger payouts every 5 levels. Ah, so I got a bit of bonus. At level 30 your account is closed and you receive a payout in full with interest. So 75% of all beats received are stored by Valeria until level 30. So despite that, I still have 35,000 beats. And I have 35,000 on account as well. To level 30 I probably will have at least 50k there. And eventually I receive even more. Yeah. That should be quite a lot of shmoney. Quite funny flow. Radiated. Whenever we take damage, there is a 5% chance to become camouflaged automatically. But take an additional 5% of your max health and rate damage. Camouflaged invisible to enemies and deal bonus damage. It's kinda good, but I don't remember it triggers ever, really. Because I usually just being almost one-shotted or two-shotted. Curiosity often gets the best of you, yeah. Wasting twice more bypass chance, but getting more XP. This. Okay, let me upgrade him further actually. Upgrade his armor, but not his weapon. Now his weapon now deals plasma damage and deals slight increased damage. Or shock damage and has significantly increased damage. Shock was quite universally good actually, but at the same time plasma's for instance burn through armor. Shock and disable, so shock is better I would say. Ricochet shrapnel shots. Nail shot now ricochet off targets, then damage to a second nearby enemy. His weapon also has increased damage overall. Yeah, that can help to control his shock. Now shoots now occasionally knock down targets and have increased damage. Occasional knockdown targets also sounds good. Yeah, should be good. Marisol. I played this game without even checking. Maybe now they actually will be tougher. Right, let's see. Marisol. Marisol pistol now applies plasma side effects much more effectively. Also deals slightly more damage. So pistol deals damage in area, also deals slightly more damage. Okay, can be combined with anything further. Marisol's pistol now charges her companion ability when deals damage. Also deals slightly more damage. Marisol's pistol now extends the duration of hostile effects on her target, also deals slightly more damage. I would say area is usually not needed. So it's more reasonable to use plasma side effects to burn enemy armor. And Marisol pistol changes her companion ability. Yeah, her companion ability is quite powerful, so I need to take this one next time. I guess it's connected to progress of your quests. Because it seems like I don't have any access to this. Marisol gains immune to plasma side effects and the effectiveness of her armor is not increased. Immune to shock side effects. Oh, plasma is more common among enemies. At least dangerous enemies, which is usually creatures. Yeah, now it looks more weird now. Okay. Are you a friend there? You're not. It's the same robot cleaner model from the first game. Well, I think Max, something like this it was called. Why he exploded himself? I already killed the things that worship the rifts. Okay, do we have anything useful here? Oh, keeping bits in the trash can. That's some strange approach. I mean, it's called container, but still.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Yeah, it's funny. That one was a companion at the first game. I could do some thorough cleaning of enemy lines. membrane. Looks stretched. This image, I mean. Actually, looks like I already looted this place, but I didn't. So empty. No information, no loot. It's a corridor. It's probably the main hunger entrance. I know that I need to find the item on the ground floor. I also can find something here for sure. Oh yeah, that might be the thing. Maybe a prototype of the power armor. That would be fancy. Nothing and nobody. Now I can use it more often. The Uranium Armor Access Protocol. Subject prototypes Uranium Armor. User Adjutant J. Cockburn. Authorization code 309B2. Removing the prototype without authorization will result in security knockdown. Remove the prototype without authorization. Can I authorize it? We can't, by the way. Plus 1 crit chance. What is my crit chance now? And I forgot to take perk. I need to take perk. I guess it's shown on the weapons on there. Crit chance 14%, 34%, 34, 34. Why this one is so low? But in any case, that's a good one. Because for each pennant, which is 8, there's crit chance, which is nice. Good stuff. But yeah, perks. That sound. Gain a bonus to damage resistant max health, but enemies are more likely to target your companions. No thanks. Yeah, High of Net I wanted to take. But this one increased 2% damage per shot, which is with active shooting from assault rifle, for example, is very effective. Kinda looks fancy, huh? Reminds of some armor from the first game. Well, I mean, we kinda lock down, but maybe I can authorize myself. Though I don't see the way, but let's see. Oh yeah. Crystal Lock Adjutant Cockburn. That's the one that the armor belonged to. Sucks on his damn keys. Since the project began, the Uranium Armor development team has lost their keys a total of 27 times. Unacceptable. Barring some manner of social experiment, or traitors desire for outsiders to breach this facility, they can fend for themselves. I can't believe that Game Brain is plundering. For reasons only the Sovereign knows, rather than leave security for this facility under the purview of the military, the head scientist is in command. And while that man may be brilliant at isotopic uranium diffusion, he is an utter dullard at running a facility. My team has made a game of who can find each true about security key. So far, Lee is in the lead, though Angstrom is fast on her heels. There is also an entirely unauthorized betting pool over what will be the strangest occasion one turns up. I placed my load on one being accidentally thrown into a waste bin, but given we've already discovered one trapped inside the hatch in the suit itself, I fear I'm not even in the running. It's on a day too. The day before last, I was forced to deliver the Visor Sucks copy of this Uranium Honor laboratory key. Supposedly, it was to be provided to some mysterious off-site security element. I wonder what the Sovereign has in mind. Security routines. Security systems offline. This may be the way to disable them. Messages. Visor Sucks need a spare key. Visor Sucks, I have received a request for an additional laboratory key. I must say I'm categorically against this request. We have already detected multiple vulnerabilities due to your team's apparent inability to secure every other copy of the key. An additional key simply exacerbates the problem. The Protectorate thrives eternally. Okay. Visor Sucks. Adjutant Cockburn, I of course respect your concerns over the security of our facility, and I would normally defer to your expertise and authority. However, the members of my staff who repeatedly leave keys unattended have again been disciplined and shall not make the same mistakes again. Also, though I do not wish to put too fine a point on the Gorvit coil, so long as we remain within this facility, I officially outrank you, so you will kinda acquiesce to my request. Nope. The Visor, how terribly disappointed I am to find you pulling rank over a decision that I, as adjutant in charge of security for this facility, should be left to make. I will also remind you, the Visor, that repeated violations by simple definition demonstrate that discipline repeatedly fails. Perhaps some mental refreshment should be considered. The Protectorate thrives eternally. I wasn't asking. Adjutant, I require the demanded extra key so we may provide one to an off-site security group the Sovereigns feels should be kept abreast of our developments. It is no longer a request, you will provide me with said key. Why is a ghost of sex? Okay. Well, I guess if I'll find his place, I maybe will find the security key. So far I didn't. So I guess armor should take a bit later. I mean, I can trigger all the alarms, it doesn't matter that much. It just means a bit more shooting cannon. But yeah. Guess I need to find the guy specifically. And he can be who knows where. Crit chance +1. That's always a good thing. But did it work the same way for assault rifle? Yeah. Chance 15. I guess some guns just don't have innate crit chance and rely only on my crit chance. And we return back. Can I get to this line? Probably not. Okay, what about the opposite direction? No. That is literally the security. Very blind security. And this logic means the same. Suppose. It's confusing. Yeah, no security codes or terminal or anything. Maybe I missed something at the beginning of the place. Who knows where everybody worked here? What about this game? Nope. Wrong one, wrong door. This one is not it. There's some controls here, but no terminal. Well, okay. What about the second floor? That's the way we entered. Not sure what we can find here. Probably nothing really. That maybe would be it, but hard to say. Maybe stunts demanded here a bit higher. Noticing something? Yeah, all the skin rooms are just locked. Well, not much more I can do. Guess it's time to grab the armor then. Don't want to spend eternity here. But wait a second, I didn't find the prototype. Well, not the prototype, but the exoskeleton or whatever they had originally. Maybe prototype, that's exactly it. Yeah, couldn't find anything else. So yeah, I guess let's grab it. It's also mentioned about ventilation. Didn't find anything special for that. He could provide the key, but no, nothing I can do here. Shame really. Okay, let's grab the thing. I hope for more in this facility. Disengage and knocks. When your is not accessible, please keep your appendices in the armor at all time. Appendages. Uranium Ultimate Suit. Oh, it has the same armor as what I'm currently wearing, I think. Just look different. More bulky. Damage resistance plus 10%. Would have medical limbo. The best death-resistant armor that science can make. Note: those with trypanophobia may want to use something else.
Caution subjects. A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect.
That is fine. Yeah, that is bulky as hell. And no helmet for that. So 22. And my current one is also 22. Narration can hit every 15 seconds. Yeah, I have very cool models, so 20% chance to ignore incoming attacks when below 50% health. Yeah. Well, this one, medical limbo. Hold and jump allows you to hover by spending gadget energy. Will also keep you alive even at death's door, but builds uranium poison while at 0 health, which can eventually kill you. Warning, however, does not function while falling from heights. No, this armor actually not that powerful because you can't install additional mod. I mean, it have unique mechanics, but it's kinda useless. Oh, this one is the best armor if I would be poor. It's additional 30% damage resistance. That's quite oof. I guess I'm staying with my current armor. It's still the best one.
Repeat, this is a full laboratory lockdown. Stay calm, remain vigilant, and obey security personnel. And always trust that the software
I maybe can disable everything there.
Interesting device. I usually find people hovering annoying. Making a mental note to potentially reassess.
No way to go here, at least. Although, yeah, I wasn't locked down that much, so I can't actually do anything about it. Well, I guess jumping is the way then. It's probably was reasonable to use exactly this armor to go through it. I can disable. Wait a second, how do I bypass this? So I didn't have any options. Oh yeah, now I can do. Didn't get checkpoint security.
Attention, subjects. The laboratory lockdown has been lifted, and your faith in the Sovereign has been reaffirmed. You may resume normal activities.
Yeah, everything unlocked now. Oh, okay. Well, in any case, need to go through this facility. That's why we in any case need to go through the other exit. Which means killing everything on site. Oh well. Yep, this is in any case the way.
Gun weapon ready, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Something surely above us. Two troubles, one shotgun. I should keep this one close. This one's good if I need suddenly a lot of damage. And if it's shooting Mountain Dew, I would say it's even an advantage in a way. Well, glad that we didn't need to kill more people here. Just defenses. Yeah, I better lift it off in case if I need to go through back. Okay, I would not need to, but unlock it anyway. That one crushed container. That's one unusual robot. So we need to get there. Acquire the rift modulator. By the way, this quest exists. Tristan said he would message Virgil, but return to the ship. Now you only need to wait for Virgil to respond. Okay, so we're just waiting. Oh, she wanted the thing where? Marcel struck the missing research to Alexandra Monastery's Anchorhold in Golden Range, which is the second planet. Well, which I need to get there. But for now, main mission actually. Yeah, the free data suggests that the Protectorate scientists and Praetor who have supposedly built a device that can unfold rifts. Acquiring this gadget is the first step to permanently close the rifts. Locate and acquire the prototype rift modulator from the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. You pass through the secret tunnel within the tomb of the Matriarch to access the western side of Praetor. You to reach the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Yep. Now I just need to get there.
I assume Command has new doctrines which will be released to us soon. Hunting raptidons in this manner is becoming unsustainable. Antis can train and release them faster than we can put new boots on the ground. And they're inflicting casualties at the same rate.
It's the duty of all loyal subjects to be willing to lay down their lives for the Protectorate when it is asked of them.
Of course.
On your toe.
No. We're just passing by. You don't wanna die to us. Come on, Niles.
Target analyzed.
You don't need to shoot them, come on. Damn it.
I have a fix.
kinda locked here a bit. Oh, damn. That one shot at me. Maybe explosion of the robot, maybe some that went from behind. Okay, I guess. Can I? Thank you.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Ah! Straight in the face, damn it. Okay. We have no other option then. Fighting intense.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Now sit down. Can I reload, please?
Do not refuse medical support.
Amazing. Up there! Sis. So much for the armor. Like, all this 20 armor, 18 armor, and they're doing 500 plus damage. Like, it doesn't matter what armor you have in this regard. And yeah, when my armor... Okay, they don't want to be anyhow friendly, and we can't really bypass them. Can we? No. Let's just kill them all then. If the game wants for me to be a mass murderer, then okay.
I assume Command has new doctrines, which will be released to us soon.
Unfriendly nearby.
Oh, so this is a mortar board. You'll be fine, Niles. Damn it, stuff. I need like 3 shots for a big mech. I think it's so much tougher.
Let me in. Help me out.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Why can't you take cover? That's so many projectiles.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
It's ridiculous how many projectiles it's throwing. So hard to aim these 2 pixels on the screen.
Commander.
Let's keep an aiming.
Knew you had my back.
Hey, I'm not your enemy.
Hit him hard.
Flying who knows where.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
There was one more, no? Maybe not. Shock assault rifle. Oh, it's not that great. I mean, it's kind of the same-ish thing. Well, let's see, what's actually attack speed of this stuff? Actually, rate of fire quite decent. Although, actually, yeah, I was wrong about the speed of this gun. This one actually have almost 12. Yeah, this one have chain anyway. Yeah, out of curiosity how that works. Reminds me of Warhammer guns. Wait, what? What happened? Yeah, that's surely what they're using.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Yeah, the problem is it's also using a lot of ammo per shot. about this gun? Yeah, this one used twice less actually.
Combatant scan.
10 little bots run around.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
So many bots and
Fix on
patrols.
their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
And more of them. So many buns. Yeah, no way of sneaking around. This is Cannonade Mech MK4. Yeah, that is quite a tanky one. Yeah, it's very heavily protectorate territory. Everything stuffed with protectorate. And that's a facility where we need to be. It looks like walking mines. I'm partly surprised that it doesn't work like mines after dying especially. Okay, maybe we can avoid this post at least. But this post I use is to us right now. Not just they can find anything useful there. That looks like a way. There's the show reconfiguration center. Yeah, that's what we need to be. I wonder what is reconfiguration? Is it mental refreshment, so called? We'll see about that.
Attention IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Something is afoot. At least we know where everyone went.
That is true. But sounds suspicious. So they gathered everyone in one place. Why? So maybe they evacuated everyone before and now using this just to lure us to that place. Whoa. Didn't notice there's one. It's surprisingly quiet for flying drones. Well, at least we don't need to kill people. It maybe actually works like a mine. This guy exploded. Definitely tried to reach me in Milia. For whatever reason.
currently performing the tasks of 6 subjects. Active job queue maximum exceeded.
Okay.
Excluding additional input.
Alright. I'm surprised that somebody using this old max. Without that they, well, belong to corporations. Nothing useful here. Inhibit power of what? I'm not entirely sure. It was glitchy. Maybe the way was knocked and this is the way to unlock it. Maybe this shout actually. Possible. Maybe the way this way. Oh, this is surely a way in. Yes. What's the alternatives? That is locked. That is also locked. Long, but doesn't seem like it was used for a while. A tiny little ship. Somebody arrived. Somebody important. 1, 2 people. Okay, let's go in. I guess not sure if I can find anything else here. Yeah, I'm curious, what is the reconfiguration center? The place doesn't seem big, at least, well, probably have multiple floors, actually. Okay, breakdown. Break down all the junk. That's a lot of things. I'm too lazy to deal with all this growing amount of items. And breaking all of them. There is a hunch of some alternative way? No. It doesn't look like this. Is the train piece? Oh, I think it's a transport ship.
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Something went wrong. Maybe we'll not get the device. Because that does not good, yeah. Everything messed up exactly because of the rift thing. And if they could close it, they probably would. It would make total sense. Seal ancillary hunger doors. Why would I need to seal the doors? Unclear for now. What's maybe the doors with additional, well, personnel? Maybe makes sense, yeah. They can't unlock them? But people probably will come through them if there will be a trigger for them or anything. Maybe makes sense, actually. Yeah. That's probably locking doors with reinforcements that might will arrive at some point. Why would they arrive? This looks empty. Well, I guess if we'll grab them in the nature, things will change. But that's additional precautions. Guess we can get on board of this transport. Nope. Okay. There's a way to security. And nobody even in security. This place is huge. There are plenty of people somewhere on top. A lot of people from, judging by the way they look, at least half of them are officers and soldiers. Maybe guards. Nothing under us, so we're on the ground floor already. That's something.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment.
What?
To strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly. For I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I
yeah, corruption going in further.
Wonder how long ago the Order predicted this. Assume the presiding bishop's been keen to the possibility for some time.
The sovereign's a downright dove compared to the consul. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
Yes. Apparently transforming him into full puppet now. And now console will fully rule everything. If in the past it was dictatorship, but at least like for the good of the, let's say, country itself, and if not separate people. Like now it's just purely for the console, whatever they're trying to achieve. Okay, arrival and departure logs. Display most recent entries. Arrival, Solstice Royal Shuttle. Departure, Solstice Royal Shuttle. Bound for Sovereign's ship. Sun not aboard. Arrival in the vault. Consul Private Shuttle. Departure on the vault. Consul Private Shuttle bound for mental refreshment. Bound for Sovereign's ship. Bound for mental refreshments. So previously console arrived and flied away. Then arrived, I guess, console with Sovereign and sent him to mental refreshment, wherever that is. Turned around. Acquisition error. More crates of Borsnov arrived today, assigned for delivery to the Prestige Observation Suite. Third time in as many weeks, and yet we have had no wisdom luminaries. Left the console briefly. I cannot imagine he is putting away that much love, and certainly not in a single afternoon. This must be a tabulation error. This is certainly worth investigation to be sure. Or there are more people here than actually supposed to be, huh? That is possible. I can try to wear this way, just power armor, just to see how good it is. Just to see the mechanics itself. I doubt that will be that good, but we can try. Also, it can be that in the boxes there is something else. This box is unusual, but nothing too special. So I can literally fly. Yeah, so I can fly above surfaces. Or at least it can be used from time to time, at the very least. How exactly that works? So, also keep you alive even at death door, but build uranium poison while at 0 health. Can eventually kill you. Need to be tested. Well. Can you not push me? Thank you. This seems busy. Or at least Nitro.
Oh, our selfless sovereign. Matriarch's mercies. What if something should happen while he is convalescing?
Yeah, something surely will happen. I'm happy that I don't need to kill these guys at least. It seems like just workers or scientists. Whoever they are. I mean, they're making noises, but understandably so. Their comrades were just shot inside. Data researcher's office. Main hangar. Rift containment laboratory. That's where I need to be.
Matriarch's pride. We can't be expected to sleep in these conditions.
Better than bivouacking on Cloister.
Got some bad company.
I don't see any enemies here. Not sure about the bad company although. Oh yeah, there are some.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Can I not be locked in this? Thank you. Okay, we better not come close to it.
Target reacquired.
Are you trying to reacquire the target? You better not. Exhibition tower. It should be different. The modulator should be here. Somewhere. But everything's screwed up. There's some black goo. That is not good. One-man helmet. In case if I need one. Yeah. I don't need this. Like a vision generation. Science, yeah, I'm not good at science. Not a sniper rifle. Amazing armor. 1 armor. Yeah, the armor system is not that great.
Giving chase.
The hell's wrong with them? I have some broken screens. It gets strange. Exhibition tower. Interstitial weapons development. Any clues? Anything?
Whatever's in there has been pushed to the outer limits of the universal equation.
What are you talking about?
Disagreeable business.
It's quite a mess. And it's not even a usual mess. Maybe can eventually remove this if we'll get the thing, but hard to say where. Well, I guess we need to go to this exhibit tower. Or not? No. Can I? There is burn shed. It's maybe the way backward, although there is one to the barracks. Yeah, damn it, that was a mistake. Okay. Sealed. Yeah, nothing I can do about this. Well, exhibition tower it is then. We'll find the thing one way or another.
One Rift anomaly modulator, as requested.
You think this is it? Possible? Well, I better get one. That looks very weird. Yeah, we can do with a knockdown. Does it work as a gun or where is this? Oh, is it a gadget? Yeah, how to use it? Watch and manipulate the harmonics of the rift anomalous to temporarily repair the tears they cause in space-time. Do not submerge the modulator in water for any reason. Okay. Oh, that works with double jump. How that's supposed to work? I guess only in specific areas there will be option, some prompt to use it. I wouldn't be against it, but how am I supposed to use that? It's not like I can use it in Rift. Maybe there's a separate button for it. Codex, equipment, yeah. So the protective device is a mysterious tool built by the protector to study and stabilize rifts. Use a proper approach and interact with the rifts to temporarily stabilize it. When objects consumed by the rift. How close I need to come to it? That looks like suicidal, but somehow I'm protected now. I remember in the past when I come close enough it already one-shotted me. Also, what is temporarily? How long? For how long it will last?
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it.
Okay.
It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the interstitial reconfiguration center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far.
Well, he's trying to buy some time, I suppose. And just who are you supposed to be?
I'm Chief Valancourt, head of security for this fine facility. And to whom do I have the unexpected pleasure of conversing with?
Oh, I don't need to hide myself. Well, Commander Avaira, nice to make your acquaintance.
Indeed. And what is it you intend to do with that modulator?
Well, apart the close rifts. Use it to save the whole damn colony, and that's what.
Fascinating that you've made it this far laboring under such delusions. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Good to unlock some doors. We'll let him get in some support there.
Enemy in vicinity.
Well. Intense access current. Wherever that can be useful. Oh yeah. I'm surprised I can move here in my bulky armor. Now I'm curious about checking the whole facility.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
So first of Sovereign should be here then, if she could access him. Well, he was here. Now he is probably not. Send for mental refreshment. Laboratory observations. Now the nature of rifts. Experiments are ongoing to further determine the nature and complexity of the information stored within the rifts themselves. It has been theorized that people who have been engulfed by rifts cannot be said to have truly perished, as everything about them is instantaneously converted to raw information. However, and this can be overemphasized, information stored in the rift is purely abstract data. We have found no evidence that any consciousness survives. Were it otherwise, I can't imagine a worse fate than to be deconstructed while retaining any level of awareness. Research update. We are continuing to build upon the research begun at Horizon Point Station and make splendid in progress. The Sovereign is pleased, and a happy Sovereign makes for happy work. Still, I couldn't help wondering how much further along we would be now had we taken advantage of the Order's minds before they became corrupted by seditious thoughts. Prior to the schism, I had believed it impractical to exclude the Order in this research, but it was evidently the correct choice, given their present bishop's perfidy on us for science. Private messages. Dr. Sophia Harnium. Outside experiments. Dr. Harnium, I have found some concerning evidence that further rift experimentation may be taking place offside. Do you know anything about this? Can we meet to discuss? You once advised me to never ignore aberrant data, and so I feel I would be remiss if I did not express my concerns. Respectfully, Junior Researcher Park. Central Control Subject, Valancourt. We have a chain of command for a reason, Dr. Honey. If you have concerns about my regulatory methods, you may bring them to me directly next time. And contrary to what you asserted in this pedantic complaint, I do have the snub and its researchers' best interest at heart. Fortunate for us both, wouldn't you agree? Chief Valancourt. Amazing. Well, the fact that everything transformed to information kinda suggests that the Order is the one who can solve the issue. Because they're good at, well, science and math. They're good at work with information. Can it disable rift again? Yeah. Good, so rifts pretty much cannot kill me anymore. Because I can always come to them and, well, use them. I became invisible. I didn't take damage. I have no other reasons to become invisible, logically. But yeah, this is knocked down, actually. I need to jump back. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, did I know? That's one scientist.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What the hell happened? Is the turret or what obliterated me so much?
Adversary vulnerabilities
Something like this, seems like. Can I go through this? Can you not block me? Yep.
ready status.
Actually, seems like armor is quite powerful. I mean, it's power armor after all. Technophobia. But mechanicals chill you to your core. They deal more damage to you, but you deal more damage to them. 20% damage taken from auto mechanics, so 20% damage to auto mechanicals. I don't afraid of the mechanicals anyway. It's not that bad of a flaw, but no need. But yeah, seems like I'm pretty much immortal in this armor. It would just kill me with the need toxicity. But I don't remember how to remove toxicity. I think just normal usage of healing would do it, but I'm not entirely sure. Do I still have toxicity? Or maybe it's when I'm fully healed, it's actually gone. Yeah, I can see my HP. I guess it's full now. After the fight, it's normalized. Good. Then it's actually very powerful armor. Actually, I was wrong. Stun counter. Chance to stun the attacker when hit by melee attack. Nah, that's not useful. Not on this difficulty, yeah. I can affect the console. Why would I need so? I need to look around. RC security console. This console appears to control various security operators around the lab. An error message on the screen denotes the following. Console activation requires all nearby electrical switches to be powered on. All nearby electrical switches to be powered on. It will lock down contingency to prevent RC automatic reinforcements from ascending the risk containment knob. Okay, all electrical switches powered on. They kind of raised already, yeah? How that's supposed to... I get it. Yeah, I already did it. Orientation. Disable knockdown contingencies to prevent RC automatic reinforcements from accessing the rift containment knob. Knockdown contingencies for the rift containment knob have been taken offline. Consequently, IRC automechanical security forces will be unable to gain entry to the knob during knockdown. Okay. What is deal with? I pretty much did the same that I already did, I think. Well, maybe I secured even more, right? But we'll see. There's this way and there is also this hatch. Door is burned shut. I guess it's only possible to enter there from the other side or something. Yeah, there's hatch. Yeah, this way is now works. All upper floor current servants. RC at default security levels. That's where I am. Observation suit. Out of combat. Oh wait a second, I'm here. Okay. Main floor, I guess I've been there, yeah. Then what about this one? Prestige observation suit. shotgun is amazing. No information, nothing useful.
She's got eyes on some no good.
Yeah, but I can tell.
No, it's only for celebrating the downfall of our enemies. Distemperament can hide in plain sight.
Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the console's favorite team?
In discussing teams. Oh, I need to get to the hedge. I still have radioactive thing. How to remove it? What I don't remember really is how to remove the thing. Suppose right now the dangerous hazards. Maybe this. No, not that. I have no clue actually. Hey, Artsmo. Well, you can try. I mean, I can try to voice something. I just don't know how much. I don't have much time currently, so I could try to do something. Don't know how good I can do it, but there is only one way to find out. I thought about trying to voice some maybe like request some voicing in some mods maybe to practice, but I didn't so far. Too far, I'm too busy anyway.
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
This much Borslow ain't a meal. It's a cry for help. Oh, he really wasn't looking after himself, was he?
So wait a second, he tried to... I already know that he was involved in the resurrection project. Maybe he tried to resurrect his daughter or his wife or what? Hard to say. Mother? Shouldn't be. The way he's speaking is more like about daughter. But hard to say. Yeah, you can DM me and write about that. Yeah, I can try to do some narration. Just I'm not ready to do something like with many dozens of hours because apparently it's quite a lot of work and I don't have that much time. But like something small, apparently I can try to do. Because that could be some practice for me. Okay. So, here I can try to close accessories now.
Disabling these automechs was an excellent decision. Battling them would be quite an inefficient use of our time and energy.
Nah, it's not that hard to do, but I could. It sure is a way.
Do you suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
No.
It seems we may have been intruded upon during the consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Valancourt's men. An outsider, apparently. Violent.
How ghastly. Well, Valancourt no doubt has it in hand. Perhaps this will take some of his edge off and he'll let us alone after.
A hypothesis that does not hold much water, I fear.
Okay. Hello.
Taking cover.
There's this guy's hostile. We could all this is just workers.
Gain the system.
Okay, all the workers and knife. Why is the whole crying then? If others wouldn't try to shoot me on sight, I wouldn't shoot them as well. Oh, that's one of the ways. Security chief quarters. Sounds important. Now I was gonna walk away. A lot of barrels here. Yeah, a bit overdid it. I wonder was I pure again or not. No, actually, the straight objects didn't reappear. The dream keys. I don't need this one. But yeah, maybe I need to change helmet also soon. Okay, I'm curious to check this. I can get there. I get it. So this is maybe the only way. Well, I guess it's going around.
Shouldn't we warn those soldiers not to stand so close to our experiment?
Yeah, that should lead me to the right place. Yep. Quite perfect. Restricted wing access card. I'm curious what I can find in the restricted wing.
Lost track of him.
Maybe on Autodog can cure it actually. No, Autodog doesn't cure it either. I want to figure out how to cure it. Because this armor is pretty good. It actually can save the day. Codex. Audio. Well, yeah, just found an audio. It doesn't matter. Symbols. Debuffs. Radiated. Deal damage over time. So fix it. No, that's different. Uranium poison, that's what I need. Veteran poison. Reduce max health and causes you to cough loudly over so often. Reduces max health and causes you to cough loudly. Okay. Auto current. Uranium's dangerous hardness is found throughout Arcadia. Power in the Protectorate's automax. Standing uranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Damaged uranium poisons can prove fatal. With a doctor or autodoc to remove any accumulated uranium poisoning. For some uranium clones. Visit a doctor or autodoc to remove any accumulated, but Feels like I still have it. Strange. Yeah, that lowers my maximum toxicity. How can I cure it? Maybe specific ones? And the random poison. Oh, this one just heals. 100 heal over time and use. Nothing that could also remove the random poison. Yeah, that's confusing. Autodoc didn't cure me.
These quarters are awful meticulous. Makes me wonder what Valancourt might be hiding hereabouts.
Yeah, let's see what exactly it is. Maybe only on the ship I can kill myself.
The console provides, the system abides.
Mysterious component. Whatever that is.
You have been my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affections.
Yeah. So interesting that Soren himself developed something actually. So he wasn't that useless. Messages, incident logs. Oh, that's a lot of XP. From the office of the consul, subject reef incident. Secret Chief Valancourt, did you suffer some kind of cerebral trauma after taking command of that facility? Is it not enough that I showed you from the endless complaints levied against you by your underlings? Now must I also contend with this indiscriminate attempt on the Sovereign's life? You were a fine sentinel, and it is for that reason alone that I have not submitted a recommendation to have you refreshed for this embarrassment. Never presume to act in my name without my authorization again. This is your only warning. Incident logs. Mannequins. There was a minor quibble between a few of my bright sparks over how to talk out the mannequins for recent destructible tests. Some were obviously offended by the use of audio vestments, though they tried to hide it. I solved the issue by firmly reminding them that the audio is our sworn enemy now. I also warned them that should I see similar reactions again, I would replace one of the mannequins with a live subject. Ha, that certainly got their attention. Yeah, he was a crow shadow. Harnia. I was forced to administer another formal reprimand to Dr. Harnia. Firstly, for catching her nosing about outside of the restricted wing again, and the second for the venom that spat at me as I escorted her back to her office. Quite the done on that one. I wonder if she would be amenable to dinner. Provided I am not forced to dispatch her for insubordinating before then. No, typical dictator terminal. Nothing to see here. This hatch probably needs to the same room. It's probably all the open one. Although maybe not. Nah, it probably at exactly the end. Yep. Right under the rift. Oh, at least now I know it. Okay, and stop screaming. Okay, I don't need this anymore. And proceed further. Net researcher's office. Can be something useful here. Standard IRC chem set. The state-of-the-art chem set that has clearly seen a lot of use. You may be able to combine the chemicals present to create something useful. Let's try. By combining the correct chemicals, you succeed in making a common protective drug that definitely won't cause internal bleeding once ingested. Probably. I'm invisible again. So confused on how it works. I'm so stealthy and this huge steel suit. Now they even eat in here. With some strange liquids. I mean, they could be tastier, but looks weird. Let's go. What is this one? Unclear. Oh yeah, I've been here. I think. Contain number 3. Yeah, we've been there. I can go there again. It's locked. These are to me some tiny items. Would anybody need a huge ass magnet line here? Okay, the researcher's office, that's where I came from. Nowhere you can really go. Only a main hunter. Yeah, the corridor was made for me pretty much. Stage experimentation wing. Whatever happened here? Some like experiment that was mentioned, I guess. Uranium grenade involved. Reconstituted reef generator. This badly damaged reef generator has been reconstituted by a prototype reef device. Investigate the cause of the failed experiment. The nature of rifted matter has made it difficult to discern much of what caused the accident. But have this compressed piece you found with remaining wreckage. As I suspected, the mysterious component discovered among Valkort's confiscated items perfectly slotted into this rift generator. I don't have science. Well, okay. Can't fix the experiment. This adult mannequin is wearing a necklace engraved with a date and the following inscription. Rubbed together under the sun, HV. Henrik, maybe. Not much more can be gained. Reassembled note. A certain part must be removed from the reef generator prior to today's demonstration for safety reasons. I have enclosed an image of the part in question. Make sure it's done discreetly. I do not want to hear from any of the scientists that you pestered them with questions in the midst of their preparations. Oh yeah, that's why he removed the thing. That's maybe how I can use it again now? Now when I understand it better. Now it's still the one science, damn it. Oh yeah, I'm not a scientist, cannot analyze it properly. With the experiment components. It seems this uncommonly small mannequin and children's toy was staged as part of this experiment. However, nothing here indicates how the accident happened or who was responsible. Well, I guess they lacked some component for this. Okay. Enough science to get it. But there was mention of a gun. So that can be that. Maybe they tested the gun on the mannequins. Because they definitely tested guns on mannequins before, according to the records. That's probably a way to get some weird prototype of a weapon. Crafting mods. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I don't really need any of this. Yeah, and now the hunger. The hunger is locked, but have some enemies nonetheless. With all this involved, yeah, electricity gun can be not so bad.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Come on, dude. Why did you come here? Don't allow soldier to this guy. That's the caption key. Lots of disciplinary review. Whatever, I need this one. Turret disabled. This turret's protocols is set to shoot at all non-security personnel. It's currently disabled. Oh, I don't really need anything. Nah, I don't need this stuff. Oh, my access is secured now. Weird how it works. This maybe sometimes this button doesn't work. But yeah, this armor actually good. Pretty much makes me short terms immortal. Allow me to fly also. Definitely a good one. So apparently some consequences, but pretty good. I still shouldn't take some random damage. Okay, the guy got clubbed, the prototype retrieved. Time to leave the place, pretty much. Do you have anything missing? No, the rest is sealed anyway. Okay. What is this door? That's how I came. Yeah, pretty much that's the only way to leave it. Not sure that I need to do anything in this plan so far. Don't really want to explore that much because, well, I will need to kill a lot of Protectorate for that. It's highly possible that I will need to return here in future. Now let's go deliver the egg to the scientist. And I can leave this pen for good for now. And go to this place. With Rift Moderator I can now reach the archive. Still don't decide what to do with the rest. If I can reach archive I don't need help anyone else to get in. At the same time I would like for them to work together and not fight together. I'm not sure can I do anything about this or not. Oof. That was some slide. And definitely do the full damage to me. Okay, that explores this part. Scientist should be a bit further on the camp. I guess till this point I checked. hard to disable. So there is also order somewhere here.
This facility is the only thing keeping us from being reduced to ash in a flash of atmospheric electricity. Certainly a dramatic way to go.
So if I would disable it, everybody would just die on this planet or something. Sounds dangerous.
Oh there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access.
Oh, it's an other outpost.
Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
I didn't see endless lightning here though. I mean, the landed pod is literally right there. Getting here was really easy.
Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help Exemplar Simon's been waiting for.
I guess. I was happy to help the Order. Where do I find the Exemplar?
He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you.
But I'm curious, is my toxicity reset if I'm dying? Because that might make this armor even more stronger with trauma kits. And by the way, yeah, because of the rift modulator, I actually can get in some place where I couldn't get in the past because these rifts were everywhere. So revisiting some location can also lead to something. Alright, character. I from the start thought that these rifts could be used to either travel somewhere or get access somewhere, and that's kinda how it works. Okay, lockpick, hacking, observation. I get this.
Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Okay.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures?
Oh, that's for sure. Sure they could be. Depends on the job.
Very well. There's a cave directly southeast of our position, positively infested with raptidons. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your basic entry permissions to allow for purchase of our surplus of supplies.
Okay. Well, I think you can help them. Sure thing. Few raptidons, no problem for me.
Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
Okay. It's quite easy to make you excited. I guess that's an easy, huh? Yeah, it's more to this planet for sure.
I understand the strategic value of holding this station, but the odds of a handful of us repelling a full-scale attack is highly dubious. It is fortunate our enemies fear these lightning towers losing control of the skies more than they wish to murder us in our sleep.
Yes. That's probably the reason, because... Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm just too used to grab some random stuff. Pardon me. Ground and station supply cache filter part. I have taken up position as guard for this ground and station supply cache. The allocated supplies have been orientated according to protocols. This posting can now be considered manned and enabled. Any out-of-choice units attempting this approach vector will be unpleasantly reminded it is the order that sees all Avenger abilities. Addendum. It is wings now, and the solitude has become disquieting. Has my existence become meaningless? At first I thought the constant crashing of thunder and the roaring of nearby raptidons would drive me mad, but now I'm beginning to find wisdom in the sonic perturbations. Perhaps tomorrow I will descend toward the raptidons and ask the console on my place in the equation. Initiate weird. It should be initiated weird. That's a patronage. Yeah, this guy went to ask some wisdom from raptidons. I guess that's his corpse. Not so surprised, this is the way to the cave, yeah. Where this way leads. This is way up to the stuck elevator. Okay, from station tower. There are some people here, man.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Amazing. Some other hospitality. Didn't have pet raptidon. Okay. And that should be the guy.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service?
I'm asking myself the same. What exactly is this place?
Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Accent's shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade.
And you need me to realign them. Well, I could do that.
Wonderful. In order to recalibrate a tower, you must find the malfunctioning panel inside their control room and reset it. And to speed you along, I can offer a unique incentive. Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with the towers aligned, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you.
I mean, lightning grenades doesn't sound too bad. So, I was saying I can come back after aligning the towers and pick up lightning grenades.
Indeed. When aligned, the towers fill the capacitor I've modified, which provides me with enough electrical accumulation to fabricate a handful of these explosives. Unfortunately, the capacitors are only able to hold the charge for mere moments before failing catastrophically. Thus, I'm limited in production by the 5 capacitors that remain. So, with the towers aligned, I am able to fabricate a handful of these electron explosives, the sum of which I shall share with you.
Well, I'm sure there's some risks, but need to be done anyway, otherwise they all will be toasted. Okay, I'm in.
That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned the towers. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
Okay. Can I access this? Run the station terminal passcode. Without that, I can get any information. Oh, okay.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, sure they could unlock it, but surely he will not be foreign. Okay, so I need to clear the cave nearby. And I need also the towers. Where are these towers even? Enough. Yeah, what about that thing? Not sure where are these towers, how they look like. Could be these things in theory. I'll attempt to find out. Yeah. Kinda curious how this jumping helps. In terms of not dying from falling damage, but at the same time, boot thrusters doesn't work that good. Is it Raptidon? Yes, it must be Raptidon. It's actually a very good place to shoot them down.
Standing by to supply.
Some might well come for us, but I'm not sure. Oh, learn the amount at least.
Back and scan.
I'll take care of it, Commander.
Whoa! The thing's quite good at climbing, surprisingly. I'm impressed. I'm gonna go down here. Actually, it didn't work. Can be activated when you fall in with anime effects. Okay, that's going to clear the disrupted cave. Let's do it. Yay, piles of shit. Because of course. Supplies. That doesn't look like supplies. Not for me at least. Quarter that spreads even Raptidon cave. You definitely hit a lot of the supplies. Scrapper hardgiver. But there were also some scrappers around. Not so surprising.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Stay already.
On their weaknesses.
It's not so many of them. A light soldier. Seems like it's quite a bunch of death scrappers inside. That's not a Raptidon nest. I think they just kill it. Maybe it was meant to damage when it's just spawned.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Fastest way forward is
Purification in progress.
That's a mistake.
Out of them. Vulnerabilities identified.
I'm shooting them like dogs. But damn, I get time to run out. Mighty Wasp nest somehow. That's some combo. Mighty Wasps and Raptidons in one cave. Guess there can be maybe even bigger Mighty Wasps. Or maybe not. It's just alternative way to the cave. I guess yeah, I cleared the cave. Alright. But wait a second, there is something here left. Something that is skipped. Yeah, it is possible to climb further actually. Get some room, honey. That's maybe one of the towers, hard to say. The one that I need to run in.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
These things take time, Commander. Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just stay with me. Hey, but I'm not combat.
That's so many of them. They actually thinking nicer nowadays.
Combatant analysis.
That's a lot of wasps. All of them. The biggest pile of wasps in one place. The atmospheric discharge absorption system for this installation. Status inactive. Recalibrate Lightning Tower. Atmospheric discharge absorption system for the station. Status active. Power from atmospheric discharge is now being routed to ground and station. Okay, 4 to go. Yeah, they didn't maintain this place for a while. Just by how many things is growing and flying around. And there's also Aunt's camp. Yeah, quite an aunt. Can return to the station, return the quest with the cave. Yeah, for the towers, I guess I need to walk like through all the territory, because judging by the way that looks, it's probably this one, that one, this one probably, and maybe one of this. Although it's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 of them on the other side and 1 here. Yeah, that's quite a run. I pretty much need to clear the map. I guess I need to go to the Aunt's Choice camp and probably I'll get some quests from there as well. Go to the Protectorate territory and then I can do something there as well. Yeah, she wanted.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job?
Yes, the Raptidons are all dead. The cave is clear.
Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe she has something useful. Plasma SMG. Can't say that I'm a fan of all these weird weapons. But yeah, she has it. Yeah. Armors I don't need anymore. I doubt that I can find anything better than what I have already. Side of it, I don't know. Yeah, don't think that I need any of this. It's weapon range for reduced recoil. Shock rifle is kinda similar to rifles that I'm using, but I'm using a physical one. This one I guess not that much worse. Just versus robots, but I have already gun versus robots. And I have shotgun. Shotgun works versus anything. Absolutely perfectly and flawlessly, yeah. The only nuance is just have restrictions on distance. Well, we have some stuff to do on this planet. But better to do it tomorrow, because there's quite a lot of stuff already. Okay. Let's save. We can continue with the Outer Worlds tomorrow. And today should be Divinity at the evening. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.